We have two fighters from the same weight category in the 52-kilogram division. One representing Russia, the other India. First, in the white corner with the white pieces. Hailing from Russia, we have Aleksandra Noskova.
We call her Sasha.
And her opponent in the black corner with the black pieces. Another familiar face in the chess boxing world, hailing from India, Madhavi Gonbare. This should be a very exciting boxing match, and we'll see how the chess lines up, but could be exciting there for other reasons.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a beautiful fight. We've seen Sasha fight against her colleague, Madhavi's colleague in Turkey in 2022. It was the semi-final leading to the final, and India ended up winning this fight, but it was a different fighter. So let's see how it's going to go this time between Sasha and her Indian opponent.
Our chess referee for this match is the Italian Lorenzo. Got an accidental tongue roll there, but it kind of works for Italians. Seconds out. Joseph, the timekeeper. Hammer in hand, and we are underway.
Some technical, the clock has not been started, I think. Some technical issue with the clock, maybe.
And restarting the time, so the test clock is active. Here we go. We are now underway. White with the Italian game.
White was already giving a... Well, no, not really. I thought it was giving a pawn. Sorry for that. So both sides are developing quite nicely. Castling is always a good idea. You want to develop all your pieces and then go to war. Both players are playing fairly fast. They're both rather, I think, boxers rather than chess players, but they're both playing very fast. Maybe they know the opening, this opening, and now careful because things have happened. Oh, so which piece are you going to take? Okay, so queen takes back. So we still have an equal material on the board. But you have to be careful with this combination of queen and bishop. Yes, they were attacking the knight, who was protected only once and attacked twice. So now black is a pawn up. So Madhavi is now a piece up, sorry, excuse me. She's a piece up. Black pieces have a bishop more. And the time is still equal, so it looks for now that Sasha is going to have to push her in the ring.
That's right, and this is the 22nd bout of the 6th World Championship, and our second female bout in the 52-kilogram weight division. For those in chat, welcome. Thank you for tuning in from around the world. Reminder, please hit that subscribe button to support chess boxing and follow all the socials for the World Chess Boxing Organization. On Instagram, you can find that at chessboxing_official.
All right, so here black pieces are proposing an exchange of queens. They're piece up, so why not simplify the position? It probably means, though, that it's going to go to the last round of chess, at least if it doesn't finish and in the boxing ring before. You're a piece up with black, but still you have to play several moves to be able to make this a one game. So yeah, without the queens on the board, it's going to be less easy to checkmate fast. So it's going to be rather a long game, I was going to say. Here there are some threats. White to play. So finally that black bishop they wanted to move out is finally getting out there, attacking the rook, and we're in the last seconds.
Just before the bell. It is white to move when we return to the board, but first, we have our first boxing round between Russia and India, Sasha and Madhavi.
Go girls!
Quick shout out to the chess socks. We love a good chess sock. We love seeing the love in chat. Great fight, impressive 52 kilogram weight category. Well done, Italy, and respect to Russia.
So in Madhavi's corner, in the Indian corner, you will see Sneha, who was Sasha's opponent in 2022. So she knows the opponent of her friend Madhavi. So let's see if it gives her an advantage or not. Both fighters have been on the scene for quite some time now. They both know each other, but I'm not sure we've ever had a fight between them. I think they changed weight categories, and I'm not sure they've ever met. I think it might be the first of their fight together, and I'm sure it's going to be a great one.
I'm very excited to see the outcome of this. We are seconds out from the first boxing round. First, to answer a question from chat, why do some people have to fight twice in a day and others only fight once? Some weight divisions are a lot more crowded, and it's very typical for week-long tournaments to have to fight multiple times in a day. When I was coming up in Golden Gloves, I had to fight 3 times in a day. So it is not unsportsmanlike or unfair. It is completely normal in this type of format to have to fight multiple times if you're in a crowded weight division.
In this case, we're in a semi-final already because these weight categories have 4 fighters, but some men categories have 10 fighters, so indeed you have to fight multiple times because you have the qualifier rounds.
And Volfango overseeing the boxing action. The bell is rung. We are underway. And both women taking their time settling into range and distance finding.
I have to say it's a bit cold tonight. Both girls were telling me that it's cold in this gym, and I'm sure they'll take a bit of time to warm up also.
Especially after sitting through a chess round. Even if they were warm before the fight, it's hard not to be cold in this room.
Nice punch landed by Madhavi.
We do have a regular versus southpaw matchup here. The Russian, the southpaw, now switching her stance back to regular. So far, the only punches landed by Russia. India timing her punches, waiting for her entry. There we go, slipping the first punch, landing a 2-punch combination. Another good counter punch. Madhavi opting to be the counter puncher in this matchup, slipping outside, landing another cross, eliciting a response from the Russian to cover her chin and use her shoulder as a guard for the left side of her face.
I like these lightweight categories because they're fast and they can land many punches. I like to see how they move, and I do like the lightweight categories. What about you, Matt?
Nice southpaw jab lands for Russia, switching back to regular, attacking again. It seems like she's having more success in that southpaw stance. Another good right hand lands for India. India leaving her jab extended and having a right hand find her cheek. A good check hook lands with a pivot for India. Great head movement so far, and another check hook lands for India. And another. Right hand behind it this time, finding the guard of Russia. Russia controlling the center of the ring and making Madhavi circle around the outside.
Both fighters have a lot of experience in the ring.
Good lead cross for Russia. The slip cross gauged by Russia that time. Russia landing a 2-punch combination. And you see that typical Russian style, bouncing forward, bouncing backwards, switching up her cadence to land punches and crosses Those long, straight punches starting to find their mark for Russia. And there's the bell.
What do you think about this?
Very
bout?
back and forth. I'd say that the beginning of the round clearly went to India, landing the counter punches, the stronger punches, and once Russia found her rhythm, she won the end of the round. I could see the judges scoring that either way.
So both fighters, both players have a lot of experience. Let's see how it goes now going back to the chest, because we know that that's a difficult moment. You have all the blood going to your lungs and your muscles, but not to your brain. So let's see how fresh they are going back to that game.
And how they manage their state change in between rounds. Can they down-regulate, lower their heart rate, start to shift their brain's bandwidth from the back of their brain to the front of their brain, the part of the brain that's good at pattern recognition, memory, strategic thought, visualization. All right, the headgear is back. Ear covering on. Lorenzo signals we're ready to start the round. There's the bell. And we are back underway. White to move, retreating the rook back to e2.
Yes, because he was under attack. Black's last move was that bishop that was undeveloped for a long time and attacked the rook, so White did not forget. That's important. Ooh, but they gave a pawn right away. The black pawn moved to e4 and attacked d3, protected by the bishop.
And those bishops very well positioned to help that
Very
pawn walk
annoying.
the path to promotion.
Very annoying bishops indeed. That's the strength of the pair of bishops. As we said, the black is a piece up, so that helps for sure. And now the rook comes into the game. That's very strong for the black pieces. It's attacking a lot of pawns on the second row, and that's
India in a great position now, attacking and has a serious threat on the board, not only with that pawn, but eyeing down the A and
check.
B pawns.
Check attacking a piece, and black lost a piece back. They could have taken back with the knights. They played a bit too fast maybe. They moved the king up. So now we're back into equal a number of pieces.
Yeah, missed opportunity for black on that check. But white scoring that bishop back, now equalizing the position.
Yes, still black is a pawn up, so it's still advantage for black, but it's not as easy as it was before. Black is a minute up on time though. Ooh, and nice move attacking both unprotected pieces. This is always a theme.
In chess, we call that a fork, and black's rook is about to eat, whether it's the bishop or the knight.
None of the pieces can protect the other one by moving, so it should be a lost piece by the next move. We're going to see how she decides to lose it and which one. But it means that black will be in the lead again with a piece up again.
And perhaps there's a counterattack, perhaps there's a resource, but she opts to
check.
To check.
She moved the knight, making a check, not seen by the opponent, but she's allowed to play something else than the rook because there was no legal move with the rook. So black again, piece up, but some attacks that might have been missed. And yes, white did take that rook. So now it's an exchange up for the white piece. Okay, a rook for two pieces, so it's still better for black, but it's less easy than it was before. That's why we're saying boxing changes everything. Everything can happen on the chessboard after a bout of boxing. And it sounds like we're going to go to the boxing round again. We're in the last few seconds of this game. There's a check. We'll see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's the bell, the end of the second chess round, and we will be seeing another boxing round between these two fighters.
Intense game, intense fight. Let's see. Anything can happen in this fight, I believe. And let's see how the second round of boxing turns out to be in which favor, whose favor.
Both women gloving up, getting ready for battle. Last round, very, very equal. But once Russia found her rhythm, started to gain some momentum. We'll see if India is able to continue her counter-punching prowess, or if Russia will continue to gain momentum and find those long leaping strikes typical of the Russian boxing style. We are seconds out. And there's the bell. Gloves touch. We are underway.
I find Sasha a bit more mobile than Madhavi. What do you think?
Oh, a good exchange. Russia coming out with a right hook to the temple, and Madhavi coming back with a lead hook. A right hand comes over the top, going just wide, but the left hand comes up and strikes. There's that rhythm coming back for Russia. Good right hands land in the southpaw stance. Those looping strikes. And a stoppage scored. Russia scoring on India. There's a time to redo the hair. But that stoppage being scored for Russia does give her the advantage in boxing so far in what was otherwise an equal boxing match. Russia smiling and waving the left hand that landed the punch, giving a little wave. And we are back underway after the stoppage. Two right hands land for Russia. Ooh, a nice three-punch combination ends with a right hand landing for India. A trade of punches now. Madhavi still opting to circle around the outside and lands a right hand. Jab coming just short. Ooh, two hooks, three hooks, four hooks land for Russia. Russia finding success in the southpaw stance, the lead hand finding its mark. A nice rock back counter cross for India. Another rock back this time. The jab lands and India's counter does not. Another good right hand. And the second stoppage of the round deserved by Russia. Two right hands land. Madhavi nodding, saying she's ready to continue. All right. We're coming up on the end of this round. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these two fighters. A good slip and counter right. Sasha, relentless in her pursuit, wanting to get that third stoppage and end the fight right here. Out of the softball stance, landing more hooks. India dazed, but saved by the bell is India, surviving the round and making it back to chess where anything could happen. What is your synopsis of that round and where we're going next?
Oh, this was scary. At the end, I thought that the ring was not going to save her. Black pieces are still better up, but it's getting more complicated. So still anything can happen, especially after this second round of boxing. It was very intense. A lot of shots handed on the Indian fighter. So it's going to be very difficult now to go back. It's still a difficult end game without the punches. So really anything can still happen.
Yeah, and Black in such a strong position with that advanced pawn, the double outpost with the e-pawn protecting both the knight and the bishop. Really well poised. There's a threat on the board, but the real thing to look at here is the time. there's 40 seconds for white and over 2 minutes for black. That could come into play here with such a massive time advantage for black.
Exactly. It's not that easy to play, but white played very well. Black didn't forget that threat. They moved the bishop back, but white played very well, not forgetting that the d2 pawn is a very big threat, so they blocked the protection of the bishop by playing f4, so very well played by the black pieces, but indeed 26 seconds left on the clock is not much. Very well seen again. The black bishop was attacking the rook on d2, that white rook, sorry. But again, not much time. But with black, you should still play precise. You should still try to play the best moves. Otherwise, you can just play very fast with the white pieces. And yeah, you still have to try to play properly and the best moves that they are out there, and not just any moves.
And 11 seconds left. The king protects the bishop, putting the time back into white's court. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 4, 3. Black doing the right thing, moving as quickly as possible.
And there was a check missed by the white pieces, but yes, it's a question of seconds and it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. India surviving the boxing round after 2 stoppages and coming back to win on time against the relentless Russian Sasha.
What a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the black corner with the black pieces, winner by timeout in chess, India, Madhavi Gonbare. Well fought to both fighters. One of the most entertaining female matches we've seen in chess boxing history. Congratulations to both for an entertaining match.